This is the set, this is the gear. I have 15 minutes to make it look good. 15 minutes to make it look good. 15 minutes to make it look good. 15 minutes to make it look good.
I'm gonna tell you why. Failure is the only option.
Let's start now.
Not even 30 seconds into the video and we've already got our first fail. I was gonna show you how I shot this in 15 minutes, but now it's just gonna be a breakdown of how I shot this, also while counting my failures along the way. Luckily, I only just started framing the shot and setting up the shot and talking about what I'm gonna do.
We're gonna push record, and this is the last time I'm going to be able to look at this camera. I didn't say it before, but I'm gonna just have to light it exactly the way that I think it should be lit.
What? I'm gonna just go with the first fail since I haven't gone over it. There are a lot of outside factors that put pressure on you. Don't add to that. Improvising does not mean create another storyline, especially if that storyline put more pressure on you. By the way, I'm Cody. I'll be the victim today.
Make it a little bit more challenging.
You may have succeeded, but let's finish the video.
First thing we want to do is cut all of the lights off. I also have a window here, so what I'm gonna do is put a black cloth over this window. You can see a little bit is bleeding through, so what you can do is you can just double it up. Now the window's completely blacked out.
This next part is kind of funny. Please ask for help, or you'll be caught on camera looking stupid. This took 5 minutes.
I just want to say that light is like super amazing. Just me walking in front of it, the reflection of my shirt makes the
brightness change. How would you notice that if you said you weren't gonna look at the camera?
Since all of our lights are off, we want to put some light in the laundry room. But we don't want it just splashing down and being so harsh. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of these C-stand arms and we're gonna have weights, sandbag over there, and mount it overhead. Plug this light in. And it's bouncing off of the wall. So now that we have, you can call our key light in there, create just a little bit of visual entrance. What we want to do is we want to put lights in the doorway so that they make streaks of light.
You might say, why are you putting a fail here? This actually looks pretty good, but it took longer than expected. No more sunlight. We can't use our next tool, and there's nothing we could do about it. Please prepare.
Now also to create some visual interest, I'm gonna use this mirror. When you shine the mirror into the light, it gives this like hard streak of light, so I want to shine it back on the back wall.
Believe it or not, this is the last thing I filmed that day. Let's recap. Let's see if we get it right. Day 2.
You recording?
You actually got somebody to record. Good. This may not be that bad.
This is the set, this is the gear, and I'm gonna make it look good in front.
You gotta be kidding me. 5 minutes. It took you 30 minutes to give up day 1. Luckily, you're just repeating yourself. The only thing that can make this worse is if...
Didn't say this before, but I'm gonna press record on this camera, and I'm gonna set up the shot, and I can't look at the camera anymore.
Oh my God. I'm done. I'm done. Not only did you not learn from your mistakes, you're struggling with weights.
Can the camera still see me? Mm-hmm. Turn it on. Want it at 3200. Bounce that off this wall. And that wall come back. Another light up there, spilling up there. And I'm gonna also set this at 3200 Kelvin. Right here is a hard light, and that means you can see the shadows with those lights. They're a little softer. You see that shaft of light hitting the door right there. And about there seems right. This will be my secret weapon. I need to go get it. What I have to do with that. So,
It took you 15 minutes to find this clamp. You deserve everything coming to you.
I got a Cardellini clamp, and there's been this strip of light coming this way. We're gonna use the sun. Hopefully it doesn't move too much.
It will. It definitely will.
Twirl it. Put it in the hole. No, we can't.
That laugh means frustration is starting to build. Never rush. It always leads to losing more time.
And tighten that up. So we want to have it hitting the sides. I actually kind of like that. So now I'm gonna look at the camera. I'm gonna use my cheat, and it is super bright. Bring the lights down. Put something over here, and I have a pocket light for it. So 5600 is matching the sun. All right, now let's move on. So they still have the strips of light. You know, that actually doesn't look too bad. That this light back here is too bright. Hot spot on the wall. Come on, Steve!
I don't recommend this. Just like rushing, frustration leads to mistakes.
Once we adjust this and shine it off that back wall, it's not gonna be as harsh. That's not good. Ooh, that's interesting. So if I change the Kelvin, that's it. I'm done.
Well. There's honestly nothing wrong with giving up, but there's something wrong with failing and not trying again. I'm going to show you how I pulled myself together and made this. First, I changed the LED panels to a green tint. Then I added another LED panel with the Mathellini that I lost. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with the shot. For what I was going for, the laundry room needed to have an eerie feel, which is why I went with green. Meaning, and the outside of the laundry room needed to be warmer. I couldn't change the color on a unit, so I used something called a CTO gel, or color temperature orange, making the light more orange. Or warmer. Also, while playing with the shot after, I realized the stairs made the shot a little bit more dynamic, so all I did was take my camera and backed it up a little bit, and there, more dynamic shot. I also realized that the shadows were super harsh, meaning you could see the outline of my body. So I came up with this contraption. At first I just shined it through one sheet of diffusion, but then I realized that my shadow, even though it was softer, was still a little harsh. So I added another sheet of diffusion, which is a shower curtain, and it made it way softer than before. Big white sheets make for good diffusion, like bed sheet, shower curtain, muslin, inside of a 5-in-1 reflector, or an oversized t-shirt. To control the light so it only hit the diffusion, I put some black wrap around the light. This made it so only the soft light made it to the stairs. And of course I used another CTO gel. And of course I would like to say we didn't have another fail, but of course we did. We like big round numbers. The character was completely out of focus. My face says it all. And my frustration. After fixing focus, framing, lighting, I color graded the shot, and now I can show you the final result. Failure is the key to art, but most importantly, life. Failure is not fatal. It's fantastic. Failure and success is not a matter of win or lose, but in fact, a matter of perspective. Being perfect isn't achievable, but in order to get close, you have to fail and learn from your failures. Failure is the only option, but just be smart and learn from the failures of others. I'm not here to teach. I don't know everything, and I'm not going to claim that I know everything. I'm just here to share my perspective and my stories. I'm doing this for myself. But if you learn something from this, good. If you don't, fail on your own.